Hey folks, Jack Spirko here with another survival podcast video. Recently I did a little video. It had a pistol cleaning kit in it from Game Winner, and I also talked about this little guy here. This is a folding razor knife from a company called Husky. They're dirt cheap. They sell for like $9.95 or something like that, called $10 at Home Depot. Well, a lot of you guys commented on that video, and you suggested I look at something called the Gerber EAB. That's this guy here. Here's one out of the package. I immediately ordered two of them because when I took a look at this knife, I realized it might be exactly what I was really looking for in the first place. I'm going to take a second here and zoom in with the camera. I'm going to compare the two knives to each other. I'm going to tell you what I think of this, and I'm going to tell you that it showed up today, and I'm reviewing it right away because I'm so impressed with it. Okay, first, without a doubt, let me say to everybody that suggested this, thank you. There is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that this is a better tool than the Husky. A lot better. I actually really thought the Cobalt that I never actually reviewed was a better tool, but it was so heavy and bulky, it kind of defeated the purpose of something for everyday carry. The problem with the Husky is, and a lot of you guys noted this, the catch, the hold is not very sturdy. You can see how much that blade moves. It's really easy to think you've gotten the blade all the way in and not, and then it slides out. And I've been told by some of you guys that have one of these, and this has not happened to mine, and I've been carrying it a while, that this clip will eventually break. So let's just get this out of the way. We've already talked about it enough. Let's just say it's okay. $10. Hey, it's not a bad tool. But what do these things cost? This little guy here on Amazon, depending on what seller you buy from on Amazon, will run somewhere between about $8.50 and $11.50. So the same price as this thing. It is immensely better in so many ways. First, I want you to look at this. I'm going to fold it up. It uses a liner lock. When it's folded, look at the form factor difference. This weighs 2.5 ounces. I don't know what this makes. There's no place where it's really spec'd out to say. But I would say it's a good 6 ounces at least, if not, maybe, that's about 6 ounces, I would say. 2.5. It's also much smaller. This fits in your pocket beautifully. When it sits in your pocket, all you really see is the very, very tip of that coming up over there because that clip goes all the way up to the end. It is very rugged. It uses a screw, and that does mean you need a tool to replace the blade. But look, come on, it's a straight screw. It's not like it's torqued in there at like 1,000 foot-pounds or something like that. Just about anything that's small enough to get into the groove of that screw can be used to loosen it up, including the backside of a razor blade. But I would be careful if you did that. But it could be done. It's got a nice little safety feature right here, which allows you, when you're cutting, to be able to use your fingers to guide the blade without risking cutting them. So that's a big improvement. This is actually the EAB Lite. Again, I ordered two of them. Believe it or not, the EAB Lite, the big difference is these little cuts in the handle, but it's also slightly different dimensions. And the Lite weighs 2.5 ounces, and the EAB, the standard EAB, weighs what? 2.2 ounces. So the Lite weighs 0.3 of an ounce more. I think the Lite looks nicer, and I like the little serrations there to give yourself a better grip. So I would recommend that one, even though it weighs, you know, a few tenths of an ounce. I mean, we're splitting hairs when we get down to that. Another nice feature with this knife is, if I want to open this with one hand, it can be done, but it's kind of clunky, and I don't like it, and I feel very much at risk. I would not open the Gerber with your thumb that way, because if it slips off, you could be done in an emergency, but I wouldn't make it a habit. That razor blade will absolutely open up your thumb, but it can be done a heck of a lot safer, and it can certainly be, if you grab the blade side, it can be flicked open. Not something I would make standard practice, but if you're in a position where you've got to get it out and you need to open it one-handed, it can be done with some safety. It also, what I really love about it is, again, the small form factor and where this can go. I mean, ladies, you should be carrying one of these in your purses. And with that clip, you can put it on, you know, anything inside of there that'll keep it from getting lost in the bottom like everything else that you're looking for. You never know when you're going to need to cut something. You're going to need to open something. This is an EDC tool. This is obviously not for batoning 4-inch wood. But it is absolutely a great tool. It's going to become part of my EDC from here on out. I'm going to order more of them. I'm going to put one of these in basically every little kit and bag that I have. Every little, you know, survival kit, bug out bag, my day packs, every single place is going to have one of these because I'm that impressed with it. That's part of why I wanted to get it out. It also has the ability to be carried in what I would consider almost complete cognito. where somebody looking at it wouldn't even realize what it is. And that's not just about putting it in your pocket or inside your belt or something like that and having it concealed. Check this out. What if, you carry around some cash, because you should always have some cash on you. That's part of your preps. You take this, and that little clip goes over there, and it's just like a money clip. Now, I'm telling you, you could pull out your cash, and you could pay for things on a daily basis, and I don't think that would raise one bit of attention. I think that anybody seeing that would just look at it and see a money clip. Now, if you know what to look for, you can see the seams and all, but it's pretty, it definitely doesn't draw a lot of attention to itself. So it's a way that you can carry around an extremely sharp tool, keep it sharp at all times simply by changing the blades. These are the standard contractor razor blades. Again, you can buy about 100 of these at Home Depot for about $10. And if you look at that investment, you could once a week either flip the blade around or out and out replace it. And what are you looking at there? You're looking at 2 years of carrying this knife before you run out of blades. And it's always going to be sharp. It's also, again, just like I was saying some stuff about this before, everything applies except better because it's smaller, it's easier to use. It fits in the hand better. Like for skinning small game. Let me get this knife back out again. So like I said, I wouldn't mind using this for small game, but it's got this big, heavy piece in the front of it, and that's good if you're cutting, like if you're going to cut floor or carpet or tile or something, linoleum, this is probably a better tool. But if you're going to do intricate work, this is much easier to work with. So for skinning a squirrel or a rabbit or anything like that, the big thing is, since it's easy to carry, since it's lightweight, since it's always sharp, it'll always be there. Christmas is coming up. Consider these as a stocking stuffer for anybody that you consider a prepper or a self-reliant individual, any outdoorsman. Anybody's going to love this. And the price, again, between $8 to $11. Again, these sell for $10. So forget everything I said about these in the last video. Don't buy these unless you just want one. But really, I cannot see purchasing another product like this again after seeing the Gerber EAB. Don't know if I said so, but what does EAB mean? It means exchange-a-blade. So again, Gerber has the EAB Light, which is what this guy is, and the standard EAB. I like the Light better. I'll try to find a picture online to put up for you so I can show you the two side by side, but I think you'll agree the Light's probably worth the extra 50 cents just for the extra traction that wet hands would get on there. The body is that nice satin finished stainless steel that Gerber uses on a lot of their knives. Beautiful little tool. Absolutely cannot recommend it highly enough.